time I close my eyes, it comes back. It's haunting me. Taste of metal in my mouth is always constantly there. And what comes back, what's haunting me is this. I don't know. I have metallic taste. Pituitary Tumor Adventure. Friday, June 18th, 2021. 22:52. 10:52 p.m. It's so bad. I have constantly metal taste in mouth. Constantly. It's very gross. It's normal because I'm healing. It's been a week now since my surgery. And could go to 2 to 4 weeks that I will have that. It's so gross. Making me so nauseous. Making me so sick. I had diarrhea. For like 15 hours. With excruciating pains. For some reason, first Paul thought it was constipation because that's what you get. You get constipated after this surgery or with the oxy and the Tylenol. I don't know. It's like they wanted to give me laxatives in the hospital every day. Refused it. I never took it, never. So, also that diarrhea, I got cramps. Very low in your lower, gut, or lower intestine, lower bowel, or I don't know. know IBS. I used to have IBS attacks that last 8 hours. I used to end up in the hospital, in the ER because of IBS. This is different. So, different pain, lower. The cramps different. So it's hurting, and went to the bathroom. So it's like this, always the same. It's freezing cold. I live in Reno, Nevada. It's June. It's it's about 100 Fahrenheit outside. It's like 40 degrees Celsius. Fucking hot. I was freezing that my entire body was shivering. I remember this was because I shouldn't put tension on anything because of healing my nose. Everything was shivering, and the cramps were cramping. I did this. I did this. It kind of helped, so I'm not clenching too much, you know. I'm not allowed to clench. So, hot water bottle and with a blanket and duvet to the bathroom, trying to get warm, and same time the cramps and diarrhea came out. So but yeah, and then after a while I recover, getting better. I managed to get back into my room, lay down here. Then I get hot. You don't believe how hot I get. Just turn on the AC. Like really so hot, like burning off. And then suddenly I got kind of comfortable. Very, very short time. That's when I fell asleep, probably for maybe half an hour. And then I wake up because of getting really cold again, ice cold, and the pains. I have to go to the bathroom again. So this happened for like for like 16 hours, 15, 16 hours. And I haven't slept for days, really, and just like tiny bits. Also because I'm scared of something. I got over that fear now, but it's still happening. And what, I don't know, I can't tell you. I don't remember, I always forget. But so back to my diarrhea. I mean, every time on the toilet, you know how the stool chart, the different kinds of stool you can get. Like, and I mean, even when it came out, like diarrhea, that was obvious, but I don't know why. Paul thought it's constipation. No, I said I know why, because he's so good. He does so much research. He tries to figure out everything that's going on. And because it's so prone to have constipation, I think he thought it's constipation. So I get those really lower intestine cramps, and then it comes out gooey and liquid, but it's constipated actually. I used to be like chronic constipated for years, but meaning the stool being so hard gives you hemorrhoids. You can't, like, pressing or getting it out. So now I got confused. I started to get confused. Is the consistency of the stool, because I always thought hard stool is constipation. Like liquid gooey stool is diarrhea. But then I thought you can still have. Then I thought, like, yeah, because Paul saw my diarrhea. I said, okay, so I'm constipated and it just comes out liquid. Or just very, very hard stool. Maybe it doesn't mean constipation. So just very liquid stool doesn't mean diarrhea. So maybe you can be constipated but get liquid stool out. That's what I thought. And oh shit, I never knew that. It's different. So I got very confused. But also because the pain is so different down here. I never had this pain there. I know PMS pain, I know IBS pain. It's just different. But so he gave me magnesium to drink, and a magnesium we actually bought for me that I took once and then never again because I got diarrhea from. So it's Paul's magnesium because I couldn't tolerate it. So he gave me that. And also he as electrolytes and water, and finally I was able to drink again because there's so much. First, I had this really weird crash. We thought it was a sodium crash, that I got too low sodium. I was almost passing out. I was so scared not to wake up anymore. But apparently it was from the oxy. It was like a withdrawal symptom, or like coming down, or I don't know. I'll have to do more research. But so Paul forbid me. Now don't get me wrong, Paul does everything for me and wants me well, and I need help. I don't know what to do anymore. I don't understand. I don't know. So Paul, actually, when I had that crash and he gave me so much salt to eat, it helped a lot. So then in the evening he told me, okay, I'm not allowed to drink anymore until 5 a.m. because this is typical what happens after pituitary surgery. you can't hold your sodium. And that happened to me in the hospital. They were checking my sodium every 6 hours. Once they gave me it through the IV, and they only let me go after I was stable for 2 days with the sodium. So yeah, that's a very, very typical sodium crash after pituitary surgery. Paul told me my tests, like right before surgery, my sodium level was really, really high. I don't know if he said something, I think they pumped it up or something, because then after surgery it was down, then it slowly got back up. And I got my sodium tested yesterday after that sodium crash. Perfect number, actually. So what I first thought was the oxy, and then we decided it was the sodium. Now we think again it was the oxy that attack. But anyways, so eating tons of sodium actually helped. So Paul just wanted to do what's right, and told me I can't, not allowed to drink water anymore until 5 a.m. I was so thirsty. I just wanted to drink. And then I got, around 5 a.m. or earlier, it started with excruciating pains. And then what I explained with those cycles, with the hot and cold, and the diarrhea. But so then again, Paul thought it was constipation, so I think we made it worse that I drank that magnesium. Also, I got so scared from everything. I don't know anymore, because I refused the laxatives at the hospital every day. I never took it, because I know for a while now, I have more problems with diarrhea, and I was worried it will get worse, so I'll get diarrhea. So I'm like, no, I don't want the laxative. And also I was just, so then I got so confused when Paul told me that's constipation, because that's why they give the people a laxative every day, to not get that constipation, because you're not allowed to press out a poop, because you're not allowed to do any, cramping up like your face and everything. So I was like, oh my gosh, I just made it worse for me. By refusing the laxative, I made it so much worse for me. And now I have to go through this. And with the same, I refused Tylenol for the first 3 days. Because in the past, I remember I took Tylenol and I got sick. But it happened a long time ago, so I don't remember. Was it really the Tylenol? Was it how sick I got? What exactly? I thought IBS, because for me it's always everything gives me IBS. So I refused the Tylenol, but then by Monday in the hospital I was like, I need to start taking that Tylenol, because I need it. I need pain meds. I can't just have Oxy and the Laudin or whatever. That's even stronger. So I started with just half a Tylenol. I was good. So I got up to the recommended dose, 2 Tylenols. In one setting, I don't know how many times I eat them. Anyways, so again, I was like, fuck. I made it so much worse on my body, because I refused to take Tylenol. I'm so stupid. I got brainwashed. I got re-brainwashed. because we got all brainwashed. I mean, I'm not following the regular media for a long time now. I don't know what they say, CNN and Fox News and stuff. I don't watch that shit. We do our own research on the dark web and alternative stuff. Because it's like that typical red meat bad, salt bad, veganism saving the planet, global warming, what else? Biden is president. What else? Well, so many things. News stations, they lie to us. But so anyways, we've been brainwashed. Fat is bad, right? So, and I remember when I started, I've been sick for a very long time. And when it started to get really bad, no one could help me with the IBS. No doctor, no GI doctor. The cold air hurts, so this is good. No GI doctor, no, the hospitals, no, couldn't help me. And also the panic attacks, of course, they just gave me Xanax that I didn't take. No one could help me. I had health insurance then. Then I found something, I think Paul found it. Power Health in Reno. It's you make a program like for 3 months or so. And it's like, I don't know, integrative medicine or like alternative medicine. They were the first one in my life. I'm honest, they couldn't help me all the way, well, because they didn't know about the tumor, but they were the first time. They were the first that could help me a bit. That could, like, first thing they did to set me on a crazy strict diet. I couldn't eat nuts, dairy, eggs, legumes, nightshades, any grains, of course gluten, beans, lectins, soy. It was so brutal. For a long time I only ate beef, salt and water, so this was nothing. But at that time, this crazy diet, and it helped. And I put myself on keto, and that helped too. But again, it wasn't enough. But these were the first. They actually were able to help me. I did that program there, about $8,000 plus all the supplements, $10,000. I had health insurance. They didn't pay 1 cent. So I paid it all of my pocket. I had savings at that time. I think it was 2015 or 2016. So all those things, I don't trust school medicine anymore. I don't trust a regular doctor. At Power Health, I found Gates. He's my neurologist. I love him. He's not carnivore, but he never tried to pet me away. And even, I'm insecure. Even sometimes I ask, like, hey, do you think it's because I only eat meat? I said, no, nothing to do with that. I was waiting, because later I went back to him again, like maybe starting in 2018 or 19, I don't know. Like, wait, I started Carnivore 19, or yeah, I think I started to go back with him later. I'm Carnivore November 20th, 2019, since then. And I was just waiting for him to tell me about my diet. I was waiting. He never did anything. He never said, he just acknowledged it. He never said really any positive, but also he never said I should stop. He never encouraged it, or I don't know. So anyways, my point is, so we've all been brainwashed. As a kid too, like, oh, fat is bad. And oh, those poor animals. Let's eat monocrops where no animal die. So many more animals die on a vegan diet than for a carnivore diet, and much more brutal, inhumane. But yes, I was typical brainwashed. So I got out of that. I got de-brainwashed. I got red pilled, also with other stuff, believe me. But when it was clear I needed surgery. Now don't get me wrong, I think school medicine is very important and has its place. And I definitely needed it. They saved my life. I actually saw the MRI results. When I did the MRI, December 11th, 2020, we figured out I have a tumor. It was something in millimeters. I don't remember exactly, but it was like, I will post that shit another time, but like 10 times 12 times 16. When, or I think it was like 10 times 16 times 12 or something. I don't remember. So I got an MRI that day before surgery, of course, so they know what's going on. It grew a lot in those 6 months. So then I got an MRI June 10th, really almost 6 months after. June 10th, 2021. My tumor was, again, I don't remember the number, I just remember one number, 21. I know the highest number before was 16, and now the highest number was 21. It grew, I think it even grew like 2 times 2 times 10. It's like the growth. I did the math, I have the numbers. I'm so tired. Another time I will. So I was trying all that stuff. RSO treatment, Poly MVA, just all like supplements and natural remedies or whatever, and it didn't. I'm not saying it doesn't help. I'm not saying it's very, hey, maybe if I wouldn't have done all that shit, it would have grown even more or even faster. We don't know. No way to know. But so the MRI results, by the way, I just found those out like yesterday or so, but it was clear I need that tumor out now. And for that, you need a neurosurgeon. You need school medicine. You need a team. You need an ENT. You need those doctors. And I love them. I trusted them. I did. Of course, I was scared, but it's in your fucking head. The middle of your head. They go through your nose. And I did research about Dr. Agi. And that's all he does. He has his own research team. I trusted him. And I'm convinced he did an amazing job. So school medicine has its place too. But it's so hard for me to trust a regular doctor. Because I remember when I started to get pre-diabetic and I overtrained. At that time, my physician, A regular doctor said, oh, it's important that you do regular training every day, or like, just move. Like, she made it so much worse. Like, so anyways, so when I woke up, that's another story. When I was in the hospital room, you have nurses, you have caregivers, I'm sorry, I don't know the appropriate names, the words, registered nurse, and whatever. And they follow protocol. And I knew my body was so sensitive to everything for a long time now. I need to read every single ingredient. Not just with food. Now I only eat clean foods for a long time anyways, but also with supplements. Almost all my supplements are from bulk supplements. And other ingredients? None. So I don't get any fillers. Of course, there are things that are worse and there are things that are less worse. Like, I'm okay with cellulose a little bit, or like, the bovine capsule. I'm even okay with the vegetarian capsule. I just prefer not to take that. And there are some supplements you can't have pure. I'm okay with a little bit of that and that, but I prefer not to. But so anyways, I was so scared. I knew, I thought when I was in that, room, when I was in my room, I at that time I knew I thought, you see, I don't know which word to use. I'm different. My body is different. So for sure, no question. Laxative? No, I don't need that. Because I have problems with diarrhea. Laxative will make it just even worse. Yeah, that's what just this protocol, they give that to everyone. Because usually they get constipated. Then another thing, they wanted to put dextrose in my IV. Dextrose is sugar. And I have a really bad experience with dextrose. Morton salt has dextrose in it. I got really, really sick when I ate a steak with that salt, and so I can't. But Paul explained me, and Paul is very smart. But still, he doesn't know everything. When you get it through your veins intravenously, it doesn't go through your liver. It won't affect you. Why do they give you, why do they give you dextrose? I know, because that's the protocol. When someone is not eating for a day or not enough at the hospital, they give you dextrose. But why? I don't know. What does it do? Would it have helped me to get the dextrose? Could someone explain to me what they don't know what it does. They don't. But there was something else they wanted to give me, and I asked what it is. What's in it? She couldn't tell me. It doesn't say, I don't know. It's just protocol, right? But I want to know. I need to know everything that goes into my body. But no one could tell. So it's really hard for me to trust, because my right is to... it's really starting to hurt. My right is to refuse everything. But when I refuse something, that doesn't mean I'm totally against it. Like, if you would explain me why, and yeah, then maybe I'm like, oh, okay, I need it. And if this or this happens, if I get anxiety or panic attack from it, I could take my Pinabut or my GABA, but they didn't want to let me have those. These are just supplements because I don't want to, yeah, once they wanted to give me something for my anxiety, and it was, I forgot, Advil, or I know one of them is a pain med and the other one is for anxiety. Advil, I don't know, but it makes, I was like, no. I don't need, like, for my anxiety and panic attacks, and believe me, I had a lot and crazy and every day, and I always only took supplements, and the only thing that really works is Pinabut. So I don't want to get drugs for anxiety. But let's say, okay, something they give me in a hospital, I really need to try. I'm so scared, but let's try it. I have my Pinabut here next to me. If something happens, I know I can take Pinabut. The hospital didn't authorize my Pinabut or my GABA. There's a reason why I have Pinabut here, my bathroom, in my purse. Because it has to be everywhere I am. But anyways, different story. My nostril hurts so much, the cold air. So I refused things, and because no one really explained to me. Like, you can't just tell me, oh, it's good for you or you need it. And also because I was convinced that my body is different, I need to, because they don't understand. They don't know I'm carnivore. They told me, you need to eat fiber, otherwise you get constipated. You know what? I just had like 15 hours of diarrhea. When I eat fiber, I used to be chronically constipated. As soon as I stopped eating fiber, no constipation anymore. So you see, so I can't trust them. But then in certain things, I need to trust them. Like, yeah, I need morphine and I need the steroid. I get steroid, dexamethasone, I forgot. Half a steroid every evening. And it's because my pituitary gland is gone. Otherwise, I don't survive. I need that. So yeah, I need to trust them. They know what's best for me in that case. I trusted Dr. Augie, the ENT, Gorilla, and others during my surgery. I give my life into their hands, and I trust them. And because they know what's best for me at that time, yes. But then, especially nurses, and don't get me wrong, I think I had amazing nurses. Most nurses were so friendly. They were so cool, and oh my gosh, I think it's awesome the job they can do. I can't do that. I could never do that. But they just, follow protocol or just what they learned. Same with doctors, right? But I can't trust them with it, like, eating fiber. I can't trust that. That I knew. Eating fiber, I knew. And the other things I know exactly. No, not my body. I can't do that. But then others I don't know. So I didn't know the steroid was that important for me. So I'm glad they made that clear. And or for example, I hate antibiotics. They destroy your gut. But there are certain times, like when you get fucking surgery in the middle of your head, you need antibiotics. And I knew how important they were. We discussed that already before surgery. He said, you need to take your antibiotics. It's like, yes, I know, I will, I wanna. So first time they brought me an antibiotics, I wanted it. But it was a pill, like normal sized. I have problems with swallowing. The worst attacks I got before the tumor got out was my throat closing up, like cramps. And also, I was taking so many supplements, and most times I couldn't take them anymore because I choked on it, and it gave me that attack with the throat closing up. Now, then when this happens, I put hot water bottle here, and I just breathe through my nose. After surgery, both my nostrils completely clogged up, of course, and completely. And I had on the left, I had a tampon in there up to my ear. So now imagine I see this capsule, both nostrils clogged up, knowing from previous events that when I get problems, when my throat starts closing up, I need my nose to breathe. I can't take that risk. I can't. You know what? If maybe, okay, Paul could be here with me at my Pinnabut, like, okay, I will try. But that's not how it works there. So I said, no, I can't. I need it intravenously. They didn't give it to me intravenously for 1.5 days or so. And I even asked, where's my antibiotics? Do I need antibiotics? Because I wanted it, because I knew it, I need it. It's too high a risk not to take it. So don't get me wrong, I like certain things, I want it. You need to give it to me, please. But it took forever for them to figure out, you can't just tell them I need that intravenously, then it takes forever. I don't know how this works. Paperwork, whatever. I don't know, like it needs to be okay with the doctors or with, I don't know. Anyways, so yeah. Many years ago, I got red pilled. And I still got like every day, like more like research I'm doing and stuff, and who actually controls this world, who runs this world, and who owns this world. Or, yeah, simple things like bullshit, the methane gas from the cows. But then, earlier then, I started to get worried. It's like, I got double brainwashed. So loud. I hate that. So like, then I felt like I got double brainwashed. Like, let's take a perfect example. So first, you're brainwashed. Red meat is bad for you. And then you figure out that the carnivore diet works amazing good for you, so you wake up. But then you get brainwashed in the carnivore community that you can only have, say, meat, beef salt and meat, salt, water, or that you must have high fat. It's also so many people like, oh, you need more high fat, you need high fat. I got so sick from high fat content. Diarrhea. For me, that didn't work. Or like, for certain people, it actually works better. A carnivore diet with also a little bit of plants or so in it. So not dogmatic. So I almost felt like then I got brainwashed from the carnivore community. And I'm not blaming anyone, of course not. Everyone is entitled for their own opinions and stuff and whatever. Because like, I'm a person, I'm very radical, or how do you say, very strict, or very, so like, yeah, sugar is the devil. Sugar is, so I can't have any sugar, nothing, nada. It's because from my research, all that, and yeah, of course, also things I happened with me. It's sorry, getting tired. So I was so confused this morning. I didn't know what to believe anymore. I didn't know. I thought my body was different. I thought I was different, but maybe not. Maybe I'm just exactly like every other's body, and everything they would have given me would have, maybe I should have just, I don't know. So it's like, I made it so much worse for me. Then Paul thought I was constipated. I was like, oh man, I made that so much worse. Because I refused the laxative. I was so bad. The diarrhea stuff, so bad. So exhausted from it. So I had the feeling I got brainwashed. I don't know myself anymore. And maybe what I thought I knew about me, yes, of course. I felt better on the carnivore diet, yes, of course. But I don't know. So who should I trust? Paul is one of the very few people I trust, but also him. We got in a very bad argument because we thought I had the sodium crash. So I needed electrolytes. And the best electrolytes, LMNT from Raw Wolf. 1000 milligram sodium, 600 milligram potassium, 60 milligram magnesium malate. I looked it up. Just that, nothing else in it. So after I had my sodium crash, or now we think oxy crash, we went to the Quest lab and then we drove around to get electrolytes. I looked it up online, like the LMNT you can only order. Have to wait till Monday to get here. I need something right now. Of course there is nothing to buy in Vitamin Shop or Whole Foods or Rayleigh's or wherever, except for electrolytes with other stuff in it. With sugar, with sweeteners, with... And I was also, hey Paul, look. We have the formula and we have everything at home. Why can't we make it ourselves? I think he's coming over. I need to go to the bathroom again. Yeah, it's hurting again. Oh. So he didn't wanna make it himself because he wanted to be able to tell the doctors what brand we're using and what we're using and stuff. I was like, I'm so scared. So scared to take something that is not pure, that has all this stuff in it. This is something he thinks, oh, I'm just over exaggerating. I need it now. I need to take this now and it won't harm you. And he might be right, but we don't know for sure. I can't. So anyways, so hard for me to trust, like, and I was so confused, and metallic taste makes me so sick. Hey,
are you okay?
I need to go to the bathroom again. Do I need to take my steroid?
Please say that again.
Do I need to take my steroid?
Yes.
I go to the bathroom first.